It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here, all these bad politicians, them we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want make the common man get wetin supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one. Maiyegun, you go show na paper. Maiyegun la wa mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Thank you very much for joining me, and I apologize for the delay in the kickoff. So as you are joining, share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them.
Maiyegun diary politico. Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Share the broadcast. We are going to have a long night, or should I say a long evening. But we are going to start with what their politics sort of turn to in Nigeria, something they love to shy away from. But watching and monitoring like we do gives us an ample chance, a sort of an edge to be able to predict what the outcome of the thing you could tell what is going to be. However, it is also good for you to actually know who is saying what, so that you can know those who are actually like involved in their polity. And you probably then will know if you have any little emotion in you that you are ready to invest in that charade. So invite everyone, read the caption like as usual. And if this is your first time of joining me, well, you can join me on my YouTube channel. Take a moment, right? Go on to my YouTube channel, subscribe, which is just the same way you have done on Maiyegun's Diary Political Facebook. Okay. And if you have done all of that, sit back, relax. We are starting from Northern Nigeria tonight, and it is about Tinubu and other matters arising. Let's take a quick one.
Number 3, you don't need to be lectured on this. Just watch Bola Tinubu on the stage or anywhere. Tremor on the hands, instability on the legs. The whole body is shaking. Look at the back of his abada, misturating. Wait. Can I continue? Give me your silence, please. If he walks 10, 15 meters, what do you see? Palpitation. To sit down is a problem. To stand is a problem. To prostrate for prayers is a problem. That is to tell you that he is not physically and mentally healthy. We have seen the danger of electing unhealthy presidents in Nigeria. If you know the amount, one day we will come to know the amount of money spent on our presidents on their health requirements. I'm sure it's going to be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. The amount is going to run into unbelievable figures. One day the figure will come to limelight. We want a healthy president, a stable president, a president with stable mind, a president who is healthy, fully oriented to time, people, and places. We want a president whose background, whose genealogy, whose male and female parents are well known to everybody around. We don't want somebody with questionable background, doubtful background, questionable genealogy. We want a president whose education...
That is a member of Northern Elders Forum. Do you see the criteria of the president they want? The set of people who ensured in their desperation of taking power back to Northern Nigeria, they gave you Buhari, and they stood by him to the last. Now they want to keep it for another 8 years, but these are not being spoken enough. To some of you who are in Southern Nigeria, on this platform, I may have an opportunity, okay, to give you a peep into what they are really saying up north. Somebody said hate speech. I said the whole thing is going to go to woto, abina woto. It's going to go tribal, it's going to go religious. I have a lot I'm going to share with you, but that guy hasn't finished. Let's hear the other parts. He has more.
Whose background, whose genealogy, whose male and female parents are well known to everybody around. We don't want somebody with questionable background, doubtful background, questionable genealogy. We want a president whose educational record are clear and very Christian and discernible, with no question marks. We want a president who will hang the face of Moses and have the heart of Moses. Not a president who will hang the face of Moses, but hanging the heart of Pharaoh. We want a president who is not being accused of cocaine peddling. It's not my words. It's all over the world. We want a president whose international record are clean. Because to be accused of international cocaine peddling means you are a cocaine pusher, you are a cocaine peddler, your source of wealth is doubtful, is questionable, is tinted in maroon, dark, and dark blue color. We want a president wherever he goes in Nigeria is home. Is home. Ask Tinubu, when you go to Katsina, who will accommodate you? Everybody will be running away from him. In Sokoto, why is he accommodation? In Sokoto, in Zamfara, in Kebbi. In Kano, he will be accommodated by the dollar-receiving governor. But in substantial part of Nigeria, he is not home. A stranger, unknown to the communities. You don't vote a stranger to be your president. You don't vote a stranger who doesn't know about your feelings to be your president. He will abandon you, not midway, right at the beginning.
Did he lie? The first question you have to ask yourself is that, did the guy lie? But normal, in Nigeria of today, speaking like that is hate speech. How dare you? Are you God? Many people have actually, like, secretly, openly as well, said, normal. Tinubu no suppose they campaign to want to be president. It should be, in fact, be campaigning to be moved to old people's home, somewhere to go and take care of himself, spend the rest of his life with his grandchildren, children, and all that stuff. Enjoy whatever he's managed to. We know Tinubu is not well. You know it's not well. But there is something in you that possibly keeps saying, you go chop your own, as they have sold him to you in the southern Nigeria. In northern Nigeria, one of the reasons why Tinubu decided to go and pick a Muslim jihadist as his own running mate is because in northern Nigeria, they don't see him as a real Muslim. They are going to come for him, of course, now. And the only sad thing here is that educated, enlightened, supposed normal Yorubas or Yoruba sons and daughters, Omoluabis, are now being blackmailed into what Tinubu would tag the tribal war edge. The only way they can actually wriggle through all of these lies. But in northern Nigeria, apart from those collecting his money, like they collected the MK Wabiola's money at the time, you remember? They are questioning his health, questioning his education, questioning his wealth, not because they don't have answers. They already have answers. But because the man that is going to be, or that wants to be the president of Nigeria, cannot even honestly, truthfully answer those questions himself. He has to use proxies. Now, their elders are already having town hall meetings, this meeting, that meeting, to warn their people of what is coming. One of the things he said is that Buhari, they have spent almost 2 years of his time in office in attending to his own health. Ended up handing Nigeria over to more criminals who have now run riot to what we have today. So according to them, if not because Buhari is like this mess, is so inueku, the mess where, you know, when you are wearing a masquerade and you have to mess, so you have to like keep it to yourself, wherever the smell is. That's exactly what they have been treating Buhari as, because more of their people have been killed, more of their people have been kidnapped, more of their children have been kidnapped, more of their villages have been destroyed, many of their farms have been ransacked, many of their villages have been taken over under Buhari. So they know what it costs. But because he's one of them, now they are setting criteria. Some of them that Tinubu will actually fall flat on. There is another one. There's another one. Hang on there for me. This time is from again, this one is somehow subtitled, okay? Just look at your screen.
Abubakar da Bola Ahmad Tinubu dukkaninsu musulmina, amma tsakani da Allah dukkaninsu rubabbin musulmina. In ka ji wani na kewaye na gyaran Atiku Abubakar talle ne na yaka gyara. In ka ji wani na kewayen gyaran Ahmad Tinubu talle ne na shi ka gyara. Don haka yan jari hujja su sun katse san muna yan takara. Su wane ne yan jari hujja? Gwamnonin Arewa, kuma wallahi duk sadda kun ka koma cikin hadisan Annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam za ku ga manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya dade da bayani. Akwai hadisin Abi Musa al-Ash'ari, Imam Buhari da Imam Muslim dukkanin su sun fitar da hadisin, hadisi ne ingantacce. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari yace da ni da wasu mutane guda biyu ɗiyan dan uwan mahaifina. Mun ka shiga wurin manzon Allah. Sai ɗaya daga cikinsu ya ce, ya manzon Allah ka jiɗinta ni shugabanci cikin abin da Allah ya baka na shugabanci. Gudan na jin ɗaya ya ce haka, shi ma sai ya kwaɗi haka. Kusan abin da ya faru, sai manzon Allah ya ce, inna wallahi la nuwalli hadha al-amala ahadan sa'alahu aw harisa alaihi. Rantsuwa manzon Allah yi. Ya ce inna wallahi mu ina rantsuwa da Allah. La nuwalli hadha al-amala ahadan sa'alahu. Na rance da Allah duk wanda ya roke wannan shugabanci ba mu sashi. In ji manzon Allah. Me yasa manzon Allah ya rantsuwa? Manzo Allah ko yayi rantsuwa ko bai rantsuwa ba sahabbai za su yadda, amma annabi na rantsuwa na don ya ja hankalin sahabbai ya gwada musu duk wanda kun ka gani yana bi dan mulki idanu ruhe, wallahi kakku goya mai baya, kakku zabe shi, don ko kun zabe shi ba abin da zai yi in ba kai ne ba, bai damu da addinin ku ba, bai damu da rayuwar ku ba, bai damu da matsalolin ku ba. Inna wallahi la nuwalli hadha al-amala ahadan sa'alahu aw harisa alaihi. Manzo Allah ce ko ya nuna kwadai ne tsakaninku da Allah. Wazirin Adamawa Atiku Abubakar ya nuna mai tace kamar ya mutu game da mulkin Najeriya ko bai nuna ba? Tsakaninku da Allah Bola Ahmad Tinubu ya nuna mai tace kwadai ne kamar ya mutu ga mulkin Najeriya ko bai nuna ba? To kun san abin da zai baku mamaki shine yanzu ba wanda ake son aka da girma ne sai malamai. Kun san dalili? Yanzu ba wanda ake son a ba tallar Atiku Abubakar da Bola Ahmad Tinubu in ba malamai ba. Kun san abin da ake so? Duk wani wanda ke magana arewacin Najeriya girma ne ya faɗi na malamai ɗaya a saura. Wallahi malamai dole sai kun yi a hankali. Yan demokuraɗiyya sun suka su kada mutuncin ku. Kun san yadda za a yi a kada mutuncin malamai? Saboda shekarun baya musamman zaɓen da ya gabata sai kaɗan ne cikin malaman Najeriya wanda bai hau mimbari ya yi maganganu akan Atiku Abubakar ba. Wannan gaskiya ne ko ƙarya ne? Duk wata kalima da bata da kyau sai da an ka faɗa gare shi, ba mutumin kirki na ba, ba adali na ba, burguna, kazana, kayi maganganu. Yanzu kuma ga naira ana son a baka ka tallata shi don a yi ma abin da ake kira ilzami. Don haka son aka yi a gwada ma mutane cewa kai tataccen makaryaci haki, don kai kacewa ne ba mutumin kirki na ba, yanzu kuma ya an kai ka dawo kace ko dai can farko ƙarya ta kai mai ko tuba na yayi. Wannan ya kamata mutane su lura. Ku bari in yi muku ishara, tsakaninku da Allah mun samu matsaloli arewacin Najeriya ko ba mu samu ba? An samu kashin mutane Zamfara ko ba a samu ba? An samu Kaduna ko ba a samu ba? An samu Sokoto ko ba a samu ba? An samu Maiduguri ko ba a samu ba? Katsina haka, Neja haka, Kebbi haka, duk wanda ya san inda Atiku Abubakar ya taba kai tallafi ko da na naira 20 na kalubalance shi hito ya nuna muna al'ummar wata ba al'ummar manzon Allah ta ba ƴan uwa ne na musulmi ko ba ƴan uwa ne ba saboda kun mai da mutane da kwanya ta kifaye yanzu za ku zuwa ku ce ai Alhaji Atiku Abubakar a'a sai mu ce kai dai dan naira ta Allah kake aljihunka na kaka wa campaign Bola Ahmad Tinubu kudancin Najeriya an kashe al'umma arewa kudancin Najeriya ko ba a kashe ba an kashe Lagos ko ba a kashe ba an kashe Ibadan ko ba a kashe ba an kashe Anambra ko ba a kashe ba Akwa Ibom an kashe ko ba a kashe ba duk wanda ya san inda Bola Tinubu ya taɓa magana game da wata matsala ta musulmin arewa da sun ka taɓa samu ko da so guda na kalubalance shi ya kawo akwai to don Allah ba mu da hankali saboda haka ku yi sabunta ƙuri'a ku kiyaye ta wallahi duk wanda zaka zabe ka tabbatar da kana iya faɗa ma Allah dalilin da yasa ka zabe shi ɗan jari hujja yanzu kana tsammanin waɗanda sun ka zo sun ka raba ma delegate dalolin nerori manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam yayi ta mana ishara a cikin hadisai kana tsammanin su zo su kare lafiyarka su kare mutuncinka su kare addininka waɗannan gaba ɗan su babu mai kishin addini cikin su babu mai kishin al'umma cikin su ko akwai wani mai kishin al'umma cikin su duk bala'in da ya same mu babu ruwan waɗannan mutanen mu abinda muka roƙo Allah muna tawassuli da sunayenka da siffofinka ga wasu nan yan jari hujja sun kawo muna ya Allah ka gwada ikon ka kare su duka ka dauko muna wani wanda ba a tsammani ya ci Najeriya ka bashi Najeriya bi kudratika wa izzatika ya aramur rahim Allah na iya wannan ko bai iyawa Allah na iya kare Atiku Abubakar ko bai iyawa yana iya kare Bola Ahmad Tinubu ko bai iyawa ya Allah ka jaye muna su ka kawo muna wasu
Sorry if the writing on the screen was too small for you. Maybe you are using a phone. Or if you are using if you are watching on a big screen, it's quite bigger. Okay, more in that. But it was just reminding the people that look at the way they have played them, right? The likes of Atiku were the ones who brought Buhari. Look at what Buhari has made of the entire country now. Now the same Atiku that they used scholars to campaign against for Buhari. Now they are using the same scholars in northern Nigeria to now promote Atiku. The same people who said they should reject him. And as for Bola Tinubu, how is it different? Look at all the killings in the north. And then, even the one they did in Lagos, in Ibadan. Have you ever seen him come out to condemn all the killings? Have you ever seen him come out to condemn the Boko Haram act of terror in northern Nigeria? But now he wants to be president. And no, like that. People should use their head, blah, 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 blah. But the bottom line is that Bola Tinubu has served into their hands. And as their campaign is going right now, the educated ones in northern Nigeria, they are now moving mad to remind their people and to tell their people the desperation of Tinubu. So you may probably not prepared for it, okay? But of course, once your campaign starts, the crowd are enough to keep you better until the castle finally bursts. But however, they are taking the madness into the religion as well, okay? And this time around, everyone is taking their position, running mad. The first one who made his own declaration, sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, I can interpret this myself, is this guy. He no give anybody, he said he no give a
I vote for Tinubu. I support Tinubu. You like it or not, I don't care. You know me, I am not afraid. You know why? Because if I see another Yoruba person I will support, that is the only Yoruba person I am seeing. Hear me, journalists, if you want to write, write. If you want to attack me, attack me. I am not a bastard. I cannot be a Yoruba boy and go and vote for Igbo. I'm not afraid. I don't care. I'm not afraid. I have not eaten from Tinubu money. I'm not asking him for money. And I will never ask him for money. I don't need his help. God is my helper. But I am a prophet. If you are one of the youths they are bribing, or some people they are gathering together.
Now, you see, normal, everybody should have their choice. But if you pay attention, like I've said many times, or as many of you have been paying attention as well, right? It is going tribal, and that tribalistic and all of that stuff is going to even get worse. Now they are taking them into religious houses as we speak. So in the Christendom, this Muslim ticket, they need people to explain it to you that it doesn't really matter. And they need people who can use the word of God to explain that to you as well. But in doing so, they still have to go the usual way. You know, one thing is this. Everybody will be like, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian. Or when you meet Nigerians, everyone that will tell you that I'm a Nigerian, I'm a Christian, I'm a Nigerian. When the chiefs are down, everybody will bear their father's name. That is something that is naturally comes to you. Do you get that? And then if you are now the type that is kind of, okay, put it this way. When you meet Nigerians, right? And it is time to either take glory of something or rebuke something with passion, and then when you investigate deeper, you realize that the connection they have to that thing, religion or what have you, or being Nigeria is all secondary. Mostly, it is because of who they are, where they come from, their real identity that Nigeria has taken away from us for long, and they gave us this confusing one. Do you get that? So if you are now like the type that is so bigoted, even if you said you have met God, you can't hide it. So you have your choice to say, I am, but he added the jara. The real thing, the real reason why he is actually rooting for Tinubu is because he is a Yoruba man. Nothing else. And others are like, he is not a bastard. So if you are a Yoruba man and you are not rooting for Tinubu, then you are a bastard. So it doesn't have to call you a bastard. Do you get that now? So that is the bigotry in every one of us. There are some people have been unable to overcome. And in times like this, they always come clearer. Forget about Christian, forget about Muslim, forget this and that. Forget your whatever you said you have found. I found God. The moment you get to know that the bigotry in every one of us does not even like, how do I put it? Doesn't have, education didn't have any power over them in so many people. But look at that guy. His own story is quite sad as well, right? You know that in Nigeria, there is an open secret that, yes, you have pastors, you have imams, you have sheikhs. When I was growing up, I used to be like, then when I got to some stage in my life, I got to see that everybody is actually an hustler. And the better you know how to read the Bible or the Quran, the likelihood of you to have a little bit of a hedge over the easy, ready-made mugus who can't read what you can cram. So I started seeing that. So we coined the word pastorpreneurs, prophet. Everybody is prophet. Everyone is, or, the moment I grew up, I realized that the scam is always staring us in the face, but we've just chosen to ignore them. So his own story is actually very sad. He's a guy from my, he's actually from my place, in Ogun State, so to say. And he has a church. And he was one of those who used the opportunity of a social media, right, to build international audience for his own crafts. One thing led to the other. People entrusted him. The story was that he ended up having to dupe a supposed member of his church, a woman, duped her of everything he could take from her, to the point that it became a scandal, and the woman had to report to the EFCC. Alaye, what did you do with the money the woman gave to you? It became an issue. He ended up in jail. But it's Nigeria. So he came out, right, knowing that if you pay attention very well, majority of them, like in his own category, big or small, and the rest of them, they are making it in Nigeria, right? Duping, robbing people, and then prophesying nonsense to so many gullible idiots who are the victims of a weakened, ruined economy, and everybody is looking for the way out. So somebody like him are everywhere making a kill in Nigeria. So the system welcomes them, the system outs them. If he's clean, somebody like that will actually have to rot in jail. But again, he's out. And he's been firing from everywhere. He loves scandal, I've been told. Ogundikpe. But he could have chosen a Tinubu without it. Just like Olaya Ebuloyede, Olaya Igwe. Somebody that we grew up to see as a legend. You know, he's a great guy. Ololade Mr. Money. We didn't know until we grew up. We realized that many of them are actually like they are like living the worst of the worst poverty life you can imagine. Actors, actresses, we saw them as legends. So they have choices, like I said. But once you take it further to say, I am not a bastard, what you are saying is that those who are not, or those who have seen through the whole rotten system, they must be bastard because they have refused to chase crumbs. Somehow, Sha, that's not the only person who has something to say. There's another person too. This one, Omo. PDP must not come to church because in his own church to fix Nigeria, only Obifi do am. Like I said, madness don't enter everywhere, right? Listen to this one. He's also a pastor. He's making them realize that Jesus did not die for you if you are supporting PDP. In the Church of God, where is that clip? He said, Jesus did not die for you if you ever support PDP. Now, I hope you are paying attention. Religion, tribe, and many other things that are crippling, and the avenue where they are spreading them as well. So now ask yourself, if at the end of the day, when this whole thing now goes boom, do you really think it's worth your own emotion and time and resources at all? Time will tell.
The pastor should be apolitical. God is not apolitical. God is political. God says, choose you this day who you will serve and declare your stand. People are going to pick Muslim tickets. Are they not afraid? We have more Christians in Nigeria. These people are taking us to be idiots. And you say we shouldn't rise. No, we must rise. Must rise. If you're a member of PDP, you don't come to church on that day. I kept saying don't vote party. And you know it's my constitutional right to vote. And I'm voting Peter Obi. I'm voting him. And I encourage you as your pastor to vote for him.
Wow.
Wait. Am I campaigning for him? Yes. 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 I am his altar campaign manager.
That is the Obi version. I've shown you the Tinubu version. Obi version. Right? Now, maybe we should take another version that is not just that. This one. I will interpret by the way.
What do I have money when I want fair Muslim ticket? Money I say I want you to achieve that. Oh, my man, will be. If you fire, I will make it to more. Make sure my your money. What I do, you want to the pastor, my your can you be a village? Ẹja wo population tó pọ̀ jù tó bá rí àfa mi yá yìí fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ ọlọ́run ọmọ yìí ọmọ tó bí. Wọ́n fi kọ́ ọ̀yìn wá kàn án sọ́lájà. Ọwọ́ sọ pé Muslim ṣe ṣàlàyé. Ẹ̀yin Mùsùlùmí ẹ̀ túra yín jáde. Wọ́n ní wọ́n mọ̀ táwọn dọ́gba campaign fún Tinubu ni. Èmi ò rówó Tinubu ọmọ ní àbójúdé lọ́rin kì í dé lọ́rin yóò bá wá kókó wá. Àkọ́mọ sọ̀láàtà. Wọ́n ti Tinubu ọba wọlé ó dójú tàwa Mùsùlùmí. torí wọ́n ti lọ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ muslim wọ́n ní ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n rántí ayé ìdí àgbà àti Buhari original kó tó kan Buhari fake. nígbà tó jẹ́ muslim wọ́n rí ṣe àbí wọ́n rí ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà ó tẹ̀sí muslim wò lẹ́lẹ́kejì ó rí pé wọ́n rí ṣe.
wà á kọ́ máa sọ̀láàtà.
wọ́n ti fi Tinubu sọ yín lẹ́nu wọ́n làwọn fẹ́ ìsìlámù lára rẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí àbíkẹ́ dìde ìtọ́ ọmọ sàfúnra rẹ̀ wà fi.
In case if you don't understand Yoruba very well, what that cleric was telling his audience and listeners was that people are trying to mock Tinubu because of Muslim tickets. That they are trying to test who is more between Muslim and Christians in Nigeria. That is why the Christians are saying they don't want Tinubu, because of Muslim tickets. That he has, do people know how many kids, how many children he has? And he is still planning to marry another 2 wives who are still going to add to more of the children. Look at all these people here. Some of them are like very, very tiny, skinny. Do you know how many wives some of them have here and the children they have? So let us all go out. So if you, in northern Nigeria, he said, see, they are saying Tinubu is not a real Muslim. You are the people here, the Muslim here, that have to show it to them that he's a real Muslim. Do you understand that now? Because during Buhari original, that's what he said. He said, during Buhari Idiagbon, the Buhari original Buhari, not this fake one. No, that's what he said. He said, not this fake one. She Buhari and Idiagbon did not fix Nigeria. That's one of the things. You see, that's the problem I do have with some of these older adults. People who actually lived during the Buhari Idiagbon time. They continue to tell this lie and they continue to repeat the lie, repeat the lies. Like Buhari was trying to make Nigeria better until Babangida came. Buhari didn't make Nigeria better. 30 months of Buhari's time was one of the worst of Nigerian. In fact, it was the worst of Nigerian time until now. It got the same thing he's doing right now. Shut the border. You get that now? Give a monopoly of importation to people he chose. Chase people he didn't like and call them criminals, thieves, and then his own friends to continue to pillage, to steal and loot. On the other hand, right? Economy continue to to dwindle until Nigeria experienced our first recession ever since independence. Nigeria experienced the recession for the first time in history in 1984 when Buhari was there. What happened? Just all that is happening right now. But you see these older adults, some of them are pastors, some of them are imam. The way they repeat all the lies, the only thing they say, because you know what Buhari did? In order to force everybody to agree with them, they started what they called war against indiscipline. You must not, if you go to public space and you want to enter public bus, you must join the queue. If you must not litter the road or the streets. And then every Saturday, last Saturday of the month, you have to clean your environment. If you don't do it, wole, inspectors will come, they will arrest you and all of that. Discipline, why they were suffering, queuing for sugar, queuing there for milky. All these adults who were alive then, they were those who lied to some of the young ones in 2015. Lies like this. Buhari fixed Nigeria. Buhari Idiagbon, they made Nigeria. No, they didn't. They did not. What they did was that it was Buhari and Idiagbon were the first terrorists to overthrow a democratically elected government in Nigeria and then turn the country upside down. That is the record. That is the history. But you see that afar, he was telling his audience, when Buhari Idiagbon were there, the original Buhari, didn't they fix Nigeria? And the people there, they did. So let us try Muslim. That's what he was telling them. Right? But I won't go back to the church. There's somebody there that is also like trying to tell you, don't listen to anybody telling you anything about Tinubu. If I want to tell you the people that helped me in my life as a Christian, they were Muslims. So Muslim ticket is good. The reason why you're having this chat is because the what do they call that? The level of indifference, so to say, nonchalant, like I don't care. Something that made them feel comfortable to push one religion ticket and then drive that into our political conversation, further draw a wedge into already divided, polarized country. Do you get that now? But you see this pastor, he has a way of, another way of explaining it. Listen to this.
I keep hearing people say, hey, Christians need to be in power. Christians need to do this, sir. Is it with this kind of Christianity? With this kind of Christianity is when we'll be in power. A Christianity that is lame, a Christianity that is weak. You think, sir, when we were on the other side, let me tell you first of all the physical side before we do the spiritual side. When we were on the other side, there is a statement. It's simple. You go anywhere, they tell you al-Muslim akul Muslim. Anywhere you go to, they will tell you a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. I have shared with you here a terrible thing. I hate sharing it. I was sent by the Archbishop somewhere and I got stranded on the way. I went to a church to go and tell them that they should, I want to spend the night there. I heard the pastor and the wife arguing inside. I told them, I said, look, I will not sleep in your house. I want to sleep in the church. Sir, they didn't allow me. I left that place and walked to a mosque. The only thing I said is Assalamu alaikum. And he looked at me, he said, Mala. He said, Lafia. I said, Nima tafine. He said, Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. He said, I should sit. Bismillah. So he told me he was eating his garagaro. He said, Malam, Bismillah, kadoka chokali, mucha abunchi. Sir, we finished. He said, Malam, he said, Masalachin na muke kwana. Sir, I slept in the mosque. In the morning, before the early morning prayers, before he knows that it is not, I only say Salamu Alaikum, I quickly step out. Sir, is it with that kind of Christianity are you thinking we can dismantle that force? Our self-centered, self-seeking, self-glorifying Christianity. A Christianity that only thinks about himself.
Is he lying? He's lying, Joe. Maiyegun, this one don't smoke Colorado. I know. His truth is not in tandem with what you think your truth is, Abi. That is actually not where I'm going. I've told you. I said, pay attention to the utterances of the following people because they have already been activated. Now, whether you are going to say your own is right because you are on this side, or their own is wrong because they're on the other side, well, that is not what I want to show you. Me, I want to, once you agree to that, yeah, then I want to show you the disparity, something that you have been ignoring or you choose to ignore and continue to shout, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Lying to yourselves. That's not all. There is a man who is very, very perfect in his own craft. And that is Baba Gio of Redeem. Baba Gio has a way of, they say Baba is speaking in riddles. I said, in Nigeria, people will love it if you speak more in riddles. even if you are sorry, no apologies back home, even if you are speaking nonsense. But when Baba Adeboye speaks, you can see through his hypocrisy. And at the same time, you can see through what he is not saying, which then makes it a bit of a mix of both. You can't hate him. You can't like him. Now you can like him and you can hate him. And everything you can all be mixed together. But there is a message that you won't miss. He's been doing it for years. He has millions of people who actually listen to him. Well, Baba knows that the territory is operating, the territory that allowed him to grow that fast and get a number of people that he could calm down for a rotten system that is meant to keep them poor. He also needs to play it very, very carefully, like very, very, with care, handle with care. In other words, right, you can see those hidden words in this. Maybe you won't, maybe you would, before I take it to another one. Baba, do you have an idea on what is coming, sir?
I need to get this clear once and for all. My assignment is to pray for you, pray for nations, including Nigeria. My assignment has nothing to do with partisan politics. Don't distract my attention. You will bear me out, those of you who are genuine members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I have never told you this is the fellow you should vote for. Have I ever said that one? Whether in secret or in open? Never. I have never said this is the party you should belong to. I've never said it. I will never say it. And you know why? Because in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, every party is heavily represented. Everyone. APC, PDP, APGA, Labour Party, and some parties, you don't even know their names. The only reason I've never voted is that if I vote for anyone, I will be unjust to the rest of my children. I am the father of all, and I like it that way. All I am saying, and I'm saying it loud and clear, as a Nigerian, every one of you, you are all Nigerians. You are Nigerians before you became a Christian. Because nobody is born a Christian. You are a true Christian after you give your life to Jesus Christ. Amen? Before you became a Christian, you are a Nigerian. You have a duty to your country to register, to vote, to make sure that your vote will count. You have a duty to belong to any party of your choice at the very grassroots. You can't sit down, fold your hands, refuse to vote, and then begin to complain about the government. What were you doing when they were voting? They were voting, you sat down at home. You didn't register. And all kinds of people then came around and selected for you a government, whether at the gubernatorial level or presidential level or even local government level. They chose for you because you refused to do anything. And then you begin to complain. You must register. Do I hear amen? Loud and clear. You must vote. I didn't hear amen to that. You must sit down there after you have voted to make sure they count the vote. And you take note of who they say won. It doesn't matter to me who. You must make sure that there is no more rigging in Nigeria. Do I hear amen? I don't care who is which is your party. I don't care who you vote for. Do your duty. That's all I'm asking you to do.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
That is Baba's golden son, Pastor Ruga. Pastor Ruga is Baba Adeboye's golden son. Today, everybody is pretending that Pastor Ruga is not the number 2 man that they sold to the Yorubas. They sold to the Redeemers. Redeemer? Okuna no lie. You know, say it's not good to lie. Lying is a sin. Okay, Baba said I have never, but fine. But many of you are now probably, you want us to believe that you've forgotten Pastor Ruga is one of you. We are planning to invest in education. 6 months after, many of you are still at home right now, unable to go back to your education, Abi. So we know, but that's not it. Buhari was in Imo, Uweri, today. You know, today is also the day Mazi Namdi Kanu's trial came up. It didn't come to the court, but the courts ended up adjourning their case again. Okay, you know, that's what they do. Adjourning it, running away from their own courts, and then, keeping him illegally in their underground cellars, we have been told. But why that was going on in Abuja, I think I have a clip from Abuja. I don't know if I still have that. Let me check. People who made it to Abuja today, just to give their own solidarity, I was told.
He's another savior.
Yeah. So the court hasn't given any date. Now they said it's going to be for judgment. The judgment of if the trial of Mazi Namdi Kanu is going to continue, or is going to be completely, ended as we see. As we expected. Now the problem here is that Nigeria hasn't really presented any any evidence or what have you against Namdi Kanu. And as you also know, today being the court appearance for Namdi Kanu is also a day that the Biafrans always dedicated to what? To voluntarily sit at home. As we know, today is Tuesday the 13th of September. It's also the day that Hopeless Uzodinjo chose for Buhari's visit. Now, they call it Ghost Town. Early today, people were around the Biafran state, the eastern Nigeria, especially Owerri. I caught 1 or 2 clips. Let me see if I can find them before I take you down to, because Buhari was there, and I'll tell you how they packaged that in a short while. So the first one is, I think is this.
Still at the Express Road, reporting live here, the fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Namdi Kanu. I am reporting live from Aba. Look at police stations. Everywhere is shut down. We are bringing it live to you. Places are shut down. Look at the streets. Look at the police station. Everywhere is shut down. And we are telling the world that our people are in solidarity with Mazi Namdi Kanu. Look at police stations. Everywhere is shut down. I want to get...
This is Owerri today, 13th September 2022. Everywhere is deserted. You can see what it looks like. People are observing the sit at home. And this is the state secretariat where the civil servants or civil service business is conducted. You can see people deserted state secretariat despite the visit. You see, deserted, heavily deserted everywhere, including civil servants. Nobody showed up. Another most busy session of Owerri, also under lock and key. Everywhere is deserted. This is one of the busiest places and the hallmark of business center in Owerri. You can see lock and key. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like.
So that was early in the morning. All right. So when Buhari arrived, the Imo state government, as usual, you know, they have their APC members anyway. So they mobilized. And the same government house, that same government house, later became more bubbly. But what you later found out later, yeah, in this broadcast is going to make you understand, indeed, what it is like to have Buhari, the president of Nigeria, in Igbo land. It's so sad. Honestly, it's sad. However, let's go back to Owerri today. Here is one by the way. Oh, but that's not all. That's just a glimpse of outside the government house, okay? Let's go back to the airport when Buhari landed, right? This Buhari is far healthier than many of you who are probably in your 40s. Well, I mean, he appeared healthier than many of you in your 50s, 60s. Some of you, our uncles and all that, This Buhari, not to talk of Kolu, Tifnumbu. Do you want to see how Buhari that went to Owerri today look like? I'll show you a quick one. Well, let's go back to the airport again, proper, okay? And you can see the whole kind of event in Imo today, just for the record as well. Let's go back quickly.
This
Do you know how many of them they have to ship down to Owerri? And while Buhari was there, they had military choppers patrolling the sky, patrolling everywhere, in case if their most dreaded people, IPOB, suddenly show up. They are so scared. Somebody was asking, they said, Maiyegun, wait, There's something he's been trying to understand about Nigeria and Northerners. He said, Maiyegun, do you know that Northerners are more kind of worried about IPOB, right? And everything going on in Eastern Nigeria than they are worried about the activities of Boko Haram, ISWAP, or Fulani terrorists. He said he's been sitting, that, like, you know, I don't know if you have been like that too. This person was talking to me and he was like, I don't understand. Like, if you see, I mean, the Northerners are like looking for the news to say, oh, IPO, you know, their DSS or anything, to just say something about IPOB like this. You will see the Northerners there. Shakiru, Shakibu, Hakibu, Haruna, Suleiman, and the rest of all of them, yeah? They will be showing up and they're like, should they love Eastern Nigeria more than they love Northern Nigeria? Eh? Like, we see all these killings every day. We see all these kidnappings. We see them every day. We report them every day. But to an average Northerner, when they see that, they will not come there. No. But just put up something and say, IPOB clash with Boko Haram's soldiers. Hey, you will see Shakiru Akibu there. Shouldn't Peter Obi be talking to all this IPOB? And if Peter Obi wants to be president of Nigeria, he should be talking to the IPOB. He should stop the sit at home. But guess what? These same Northerners, they are not saying if Atiku want to be president of Nigeria, he should condemn the killings and stop the kidnappings in Northern Nigeria. No, somebody said that to me, so that's why I'm saying it to you. Like, of course, it's an observation, okay? And if you have not been paying attention, you should. And you'll be asking yourself, should they love Eastern Nigeria more than they love Northern Nigeria? And if you are a Northerner watching me right now, it's actually a very honest question, okay? Many of you, you are always waiting for something that, you know, so like I say, IPOB, when you don't have anything, when they say they are unknown gunmen, you easily attach them to the IPOB. So you're always looking for, and I'm like, is that how much you love the Igbos that you don't really want to tell us? Because I mean, I don't understand though. Or you haven't paid attention to that level, Go and see them. When they start talking about, Peter Obi should talk to the IPOB to stop destroying Eastern Nigeria. They are just destroying their place. They are just, killing their people. They are just other stuff, And you're like, I don't know. For your mouth, I don't know, Kebi. Abi Kabiru Bono. For your mouth, you they talk about people killing their people. You, for your mouth. I realize that it is part of what they have been programmed to be like, okay? It's sad. Boko Haram, the president of Nigeria, after 7 years, is afraid to go to some certain part of Nigeria, especially Eastern Nigeria. We all know why. He's been dreaming of a day he's going to wipe them off the map. He said it. He said they are just dots in a circle. They can be wiped off. President of Nigeria, one Nigeria, they have to shatter trucks of battalion of soldiers, DSS, police, everybody, Air Force, Navy, everybody to Imo State. Why the rest of you, they left you with vibes and inshallah. Hey, hello. Roger Tango, Mongo, Park. We are under attack by Fulani terrorists from this part. They are attacking us from the hello, Tango, Mickey, Mango, Django. They say, sorry, we are in Imo State. We are protecting number one. A shameless place. Now, that is his record, though. If you think he went there, some of them are like, he went to Wiri today. The big man, Buhari, he showed up. Nobody, where are the IPOB? Where are the ESN? Everybody don't go. No. It's like the evil that came to town. The best thing you will do is that you put the sign on your house so that this evil can pass through you. So that's not a brag. It is not a brag. I'm saying it to you. You know it. You know how divided Nigeria is, and you know the people championing the division. Your president is number one. 7 years, so no unity, no nothing. They have to bring in soldiers. They have to bring in everybody. Helicopters patrolling everywhere. May they no carry the breeding mannequin. Buhari don't even look like mannequin again. Somebody said, Maiyegun, wash your mouth. I'm a crush with that. I get one lady. She's obedient. And she's like, Buhari is my crush. Sorry, he's no longer like, he's not looking like a mannequin. Let me show you that again, okay? The Buhari that went to Imo. You see, he's become the younger sugar daddy. The guy is single now. Do you know that? Yeah, Buhari is like single. Aisha doesn't live in Nigeria. They don't live together anymore for years now. Aisha has been probably like hooked up with somebody else in Dubai. I'm not saying she is, but I'm just saying that, like Buhari is single now. Look at him, dressing smart, like, other stuff. The tailor they use this time around quite, get paid by Oplus or Dijo. I just don't like the fakery. You get that now? There's so much that Buhari is not accepted. After 7 years, his legacy is that Nigeria is more divided than Nigeria was before they came on. To the point that to get people to come and dance and say, for Buhari the killer, they had to pay them. Everybody get price these days. So with the level of the poverty everywhere, you can never find recruit. I mean, you can never find it hard to recruit those who are ready to go against their will, or things that are completely against them. Just pay them. But if you don't pay them, like what happened in Imo State today, when Buhari was, after welcoming Buhari, now wetin happened that day will happen again. Or if you try that, they didn't pay them. Now wahala, you see.
Time to share money. Time to share money. Time to share money. Oh, Nigerians, now wow. As well.
Yeah, those are the Nigerians, the Imolites. They are welcome to Buhari. But again, those ones are like those they have to hire to make up the number. 7 years after of being in charge of a country. And they said Nigeria is divided. You said, no, it's not divided. How long do you think you'll be living in that denial? How long? It's just that many of you don't really have shame. And that is very sad, though. Some of you are actually procreating. You are now having children. And you don't get shame. They say you know be shame the shameless. That is why somebody that was convicted of stealing his own people's money, he got jailed for it. And then he got pardoned for it. Only to come out and say his enemies were the ones after him. But God has vindicated him. How did God vindicate somebody who just got pardoned for looting his own state? Jolly in Yame. Well, I don't think he is wrong, because if not, the victims of the looted money, they were the same people who organized the reception for a thief. Guess who forgave him? Who forgave him? Buhari, the man that is fighting corruption. You remember Jolly Onyame? Or you don't? Well, he's no longer in jail. Same thing with Joshua Dariye, former governor of Plateau State. Jolly Onyame of Taraba is a big man with a grand reception after looting the future of these people. And it's sad, though.
For the first time since his release via presidential pardon, the first civilian and former governor of Taraba State, Reverend Jolly Nyame, is making his way back to the state amidst cheers and jubilations. He was sentenced to 12 years imprisonment at the Kuje Correctional Center in Abuja in 2018 for misappropriation of public funds to the tune of 1.6 billion naira, and released on August 8, 2022, following an approval by the Council of State to pardon 157 convicts in April this year. From the Dambaba Suntai Airport through the streets of Jalingo, the state capital, and terminated at the Jolly Nyame Stadium, The excitement is overwhelming. The state governor, represented by the Speaker of the Taraba State Assembly, applauded President Muhammadu Buhari for the presidential pardon granted the former governor. However, he asked that Mr. Nyame forgives those behind his incarceration.
Your Excellency, as a Christian and a clergy for that matter, let go the past and forgive all those who, in one way or the other, must have offended you. After all, life is divided in three terms: that which was, which is, and which will be.
For the former governor, his detention was divine and has placed him at the right position to understand what the masses are passing through in Nigeria. And he is now even better informed to tell them the path to follow ahead of the general elections in 2023.
I have no grudge against anybody. I have forgiven all those that were behind my incarceration. Because all I know, God used them for a purpose. I am better off now than before. So why should I grudge?
The return of Jolene.
Do you see? My enemies are after me. That's why they exposed me that I stole 1.9 billion naira. And that's actually what they could find that I stole. I stole more than that. So how could they jail me because of 1.9 billion? Come on, man. My enemies were behind it. How much is 1.9 billion naira? Your Excellency, please forgive everybody. We know what happened. We know those who reported you. But now that you are back, President Buhari has forgiven you, pardoned you. Thank you so much. And you know, you are keeping all the money anyway. You are keeping everything you stole. You are still a former governor. You have a salary to collect, a pension. Even while you are in jail, we are paying your pension too. Just forgive us. Come back. Come and tell us where to go to in 2023. That is Nigeria. Thieves. That's the reality. Una no get shame. And they say you can't shame the shameless. And here we are. But there's something the Northern Elders said that I want to quickly bring back before I go to the closing part of my presentation tonight. And that is on, listen, even if you like, call everybody that you know in your family that are not supporting, that is not supporting a Buhari or Tinubu, as Yorubas, if you like, call everybody in your family, call them bastards. That's your own cup of tea, okay? You see, up north, those who wanted to collect money are collecting money, organizing different gatherings, and they will do more and more and more like that. But those who are actually doing the job to keep your Tinubu in your body long, I'm not saying they will succeed or they won't. But if you want to look at those or how they see Tinubu in northern Nigeria, before you go out there to go and lie to your own brothers and sisters, before you start calling your own parents, your own uncles, your family members, bastards, because they are not supporting Tinubu, up north, this is how they see him. No be me, and they are held as.
Number 3, you don't need to be lectured on this. Just watch Bola Tinubu on the stage or anywhere. Tremor on the hands, instability on the legs. The whole body is shaking. Look at the back of his abada, misturating. Wait. Can I continue? Give me your silence, please. If he walks 10, 15 meters, what do you see? Palpitation. To sit down is a problem. To stand is a problem. To prostrate for prayers is a problem. That is to tell you that he is not physically and mentally healthy. We have seen the danger of electing unhealthy presidents in Nigeria. If you know the amount, one day we will come to know the amount of money spent on our presidents on their health requirements. I'm sure it's going to be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. The amount is going to run into unbelievable figures. One day the figure will come to limelight. We want a healthy president, a stable president, a president with stable mind, a president who is healthy, fully oriented to time, people, and places. We want a president whose background, whose genealogy, whose male and female parents are well known to everybody around. We don't want somebody with questionable background, doubtful background, questionable genealogy. We want a president whose education...
There's other parts. Listen to that too.
Whose background, whose genealogy, whose male and female parents are well known to everybody around. We don't want somebody with questionable background, doubtful background, questionable genealogy. We want a president whose educational record are clear and very Christian and discernible, with no question marks. We want a president who will hang the face of Moses and have the heart of Moses. Not a president who will hang the face of Moses, but hanging the heart of Pharaoh. We want a president who is not being accused of cocaine peddling. It's not my words. It's all over the world. We want a president whose international record are clean. Because to be accused of international cocaine peddling means you are a cocaine pusher, you are a cocaine peddler, your source of wealth is doubtful, it's questionable, it's tinted in maroon, dark, and dark blue color. We want a president wherever he goes in Nigeria is home. Is home. Ask Tinubu, when you go to Katsina, who will accommodate you? Everybody will be running away from him. In Sokoto, why is he accommodation? In Sokoto, in Zamfara, in Kebbi. In Kano, he will be accommodated by the dollar receiving governor. But in substantial part of Nigeria, he is not home. A stranger, unknown to the communities. You don't vote a stranger to be your president. You don't want a stranger who doesn't know about your feelings to be your president. He will abandon you, not midway, right at the beginning.
I can see somebody on Facebook shouting and commenting, fake news, fake news. As that man was talking, he was commenting, fake news, fake news. Baba, you have to get used to it too. Don't be fake news. You go say hate speech, hate speech. That's the right thing to say. Say hate speech, hate speech. Because that's what APC told you to say. But if you are using fake news, no. That's up north, okay? And I'm not saying that that's how he's going to actually drive them over. Now you have an idea, okay? And there are more and more like that. Anyway, let me quickly go straight to a request made last night concerning our efforts in helping the people back in Yoruba land. And I said I would create an alternative, a quicker platform where we can begin to pinpoint few things that we can do directly to people, or for people rather, and raise the resources for it. You know what I'm going to do tonight, okay? I am going to put up, as I've been asked by yourselves, I'm going to put up a new platform where we are going to do it together now, okay? A new platform where we can then begin to set aside twice a month, which will be every weekend. It could be on Saturdays or Sundays, where we will be raising funds in helping our people back in Yoruba land. We already have a contact that have been, assigned in a way to look into ways and how we can be of help. But without the resources, we can't really move forward. However, on this platform, we have decided that I will put up that temporary platform for now, and then we will work with a team back in Nigeria who are going to help us reach out to those in need of whatever we are offering, whether it's going to be scholarship for any indigent student or children in Yoruba land, medical support, economic financial support, support for those who are working in our different communities, providing their only two-way to keep us safe. Every of these efforts can actually go through the team we are going to put together in Yoruba land. So, because somebody made that request passionately yesterday, and today, just to know that I haven't lost many of you, the great veterans of this platform, Temple of Truth. The people, we call you the do-gooders. So if you agree that we should begin to do something, in fact, we should have started a while back. Yes, you and I will do something now. And before I call it a night, I'm going to take calls afterward, right? Before I call it a night, I am going to see if you respond to it. If your response is not, I'm going to understand. Then we can say, for now, although we wish to help, we want to help. But if our people are not so together and they want to do it now, there's a sign. So, there's a sign of Maiyegun's diary political that I always get to know that people really want to do that. Okay. Now, if you really want to do this, you will show me tonight in the next hour. Right. So what we're going to do is that we're going to set up a temporary Give Send Go account for this purpose. Now, the purpose is to make sure that if we do well, we can begin to make provision for at least 5 million naira support in different areas, in different communities in Yoruba land, which will be supervised by the people you get to know right there in Yoruba land. I am going to act as well. I mean, just same as the Odin Bay. If you want this done, you will prove it in the next hour. If we don't want it done, you will also show me in the next hour. If there is no sign that we could actually do it, tonight is going to be like a Solomon Grandi. We're going to start it now. I'm going to put a peg to it if there's no response. Now, I haven't set this up. I'm going to do it with you on this screen right now, okay? So we're going to call it, now check your screen. So we're going to call it Yoruba Union Support, fund. Normally, I am supposed to have, let's see. I'm going to call it one. I know it may sound so ridiculous and loud, but it's up to you. So I'm going to call it a 100,000 pound sterling that we'll raise. That will be the total goal. So let's see. Yeah, 100,000 pounds, which you can put at 70 to 75 million naira, your money. Now that is not going to come just overnight anyway, okay? But it can be our target. Give me a sec. So I'm going to do this with you, like I said. Once it is ready, then I'm going to share the link right here, and I'm going to start taking calls. So if we get, one moment, let's call it Yoruba Union Support. Or put it this way, Yoruba Union Intervention. I'll make that as the title. The category should be community, right? So the donation to Give Send Go, no donation. So this time around, don't worry yourself. We will not be giving any 1% or anything to this platform, except if you voluntarily wish. Now, on the screen, we are getting to the other part, which is this fundraiser is put together by Yorubas worldwide in our agreement to financially intervene in the economic hardship our people are facing. Don't mind me, or facing back home. We intend to give monthly support to the poor among us, health and other supports we can garner. More updates on this. So I'll put that as temporary, yeah? So let's choose an image. So let's say, hang on. I'll choose an image, and that's going to be the image of Yoruba Union as well. See, I'm doing this live. I didn't set it up before we came on. So now I am going to see if indeed you really want us to do this or not. Okay? So let's choose an image. And let's see if that pops up. Right. So this is going to be the image. And once I say finish, that's it. Now, if I publish this, now I'm going to share the link with you now. I want to see. Accept donation until this campaign can until publish. So submit. Oh, hang on. Publish campaign and submit. What's that? Sorry, give me a sec. I'm going to publish campaign, my main dashboard. And let's see. And then we can go and view Yoruba Union, 100,000. I know this is going to sound like a joke anyway. We always kind of sound like joke to so many people. And I've told you, we don't have anything to prove to anybody, okay? So if it works, fine. If it doesn't, we just want to help. And if this is the right time for it, we'll see. Now I'm going to share the link and I'm going to take a break. When I get back, I'll start taking calls, okay? Here is the link. First, I'm going to come back and make my own donation anyway. Here is the link. So when I get back, you can still let me share the broadcast if you want, okay? Now, when I get back, I would take few calls from those who ask that we should do this, okay? Now, that's the link in this section. I'll just go out there, search for Yoruba Union intervention on Give Send Go as we speak. When I come back, I'll take calls, like I said. And if it didn't really turn up, if nothing turns up, I get the message. It simply means, Maiyegun, no, we don't want to do this now. And I'll get it, right? And we can easily close it. It's so easy. It's a click away. When I get back, we'll take it further. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, I was doing a few things there to get my own donation across. So let's see if I can possibly get a few calls on. Again, I haven't really connected the phone. So give me a sec. Just a moment.
ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí ló yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí ló yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé.
I'm having an issue with this my connection, by the way, the phone. But give me a sec. I keep saying a second.
ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí.
Right, thank you very much. I think what I'm going to do is that I am going to possibly put this, or I don't want to, I'm having issue with my phone, taking calls, so to say. I'm having issue with that, okay? I don't know what is wrong with the connection. Anyway. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ní ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dé lókàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹ̀ ní kò sì mọ́ bóyá. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹ̀yìn lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dé. I'm actually having issues too with my own phone connection, but you can keep trying. The few I got earlier, I couldn't really add them up straight into the call. But it would actually be nice if you join us. I have made I've made my own donation, and somebody has made his as well. This time around, I decided to use my own name on there. So let me see if I can share the screen with you quickly. And again, it doesn't seem that we are all into it. And if that, okay, hang on. It seems that we are. However, the point here is this. I plan on bringing Princess onto the broadcast at some point. It is a proposal, okay? And good enough. The platform there, you can indeed just cancel your donation or even get everything refunded back to you if we decided not to go ahead anymore, okay? If we choose that, you can always get your every penny back. And remember, it is always voluntary. Don't give what you can't give. And don't give because you want to show that, so passionate about this when you can't afford it, and no rush of any kind, okay? It is a proposal. Our effort is to help, assist. And if for any reason we are unable to do that, we will not beat ourselves up for it, okay? We have done what we could in the past. And then if this is also a good thing that could possibly change everything as well in a way and get or to drive home our messages of Yoruba Nation and the involvement of the Yorubas in it, as we've proposed in the past, great. But if there's no turn up, there's no pressure, no rush, okay? I've given mine, and you can also give yours. And you can give without having to add any donation to Give Send Go. You can do that optionally, Okay, there's no point in any way. But now let me see if I can share that screen. Yeah, I've already shared the screen. That's what we have in the last few minutes. I'm having an issue with my connection again. The link to join this or to actually make any contribution towards that, indeed, is in the comment section. So I would give it 24 hours. Let's say if I'm unable to, I don't know, I'm having problem with my connection on the phone. I really, let's see. Give me a sec. Yomi Totu, I know, Benny Thierry, you will always be be one of the first to be part of that. So thank you. So everybody who called on Maiyegun to start this, and then while we wait for other things we might want to do, now that sits out there now. It's all up to us. So I am going to call it a night, because if I can't get if I can't get my phone to work or to take calls, I don't think I should spend all evening here, even though I would have possibly loved the part where if we start the conversation, I could open up more on what we are capable of doing with this. My intention is quite like with other people I've spoken to, right? Is that, the politicians that we all kind of, condemn and call out all the time, this time around, they will always be around. In fact, they are already there, getting ready to get our people killed back on their behind them to further validate the same, the same of the same that brought us to this stage in the first place. So if we want our people to cut them off from these guys, then we shouldn't just be talking down on them, telling them what to do without going into that same, entering the shoes with them by showing them how to stop listening to these rules. No matter how little the effect is going to be, no matter how huge it's going to be felt if we do it. But if we don't, the choice is ours. Okay. So thank you very much. I'm going to work on my phone next time. Okay. So I won't just jump into it and expect everything to just be perfect. For some reason, I'm having an issue with it. So thank you so much for your time this evening. I will see you some other time. Okay. And if you are just joining us, this last 15 minutes is the part where we wanted to validate the intention of intervening in what is going on in Yoruba land. This time around, direct intervention with the people themselves, not just talking down on them or talking about the problem all the time. Like I've told people many times, our intention is noble. Our intention for even exposing what we are exposing, in fact, our intention for wanting you to know what's going on around you is just because we want you to join us to save ourselves from the ruins that Nigeria represent. Hang on, I think Princess finally tried to call in. Princess, I got that there, but my worry is I don't know if I will be able to connect you. Okay. I'm having an issue with that connection, so to say. So give me a sec. I've had people who have been trying to get in as well, but somehow the call keeps bouncing back. Well, WhatsApp call, it keeps bouncing back, right? So give me a sec. Don't worry, we'll do it better when everything is fine. Thank you once again, and I'm going to see you. Well, should I say we'll get an update on this tomorrow, okay? So, and I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary politico. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. àyè. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.